Severe thunderstorms inundated part of the Interstate 35 corridor in Texas on Wednesday morning and led to flash flooding across parts of San Antonio.
That's why you don't buy a Dodge.
The San Antonio Fire Department told local media that at least 8 water rescues were made and no one was injured. The epicenter of the flooding was at the intersection of U.S. Highway 281 and Brook Hollow Boulevard, where several cars were seen on traffic cameras struggling to get through floodwater. Flooding also caused multiple road closures across Bexar County, where San Antonio is located, with low water crossings highlighted by county officials as areas of particular concern. Some local rain gauges tallied between 2 and 3 inches of water within an hour in the early morning, according to the National Weather Service office in Austin/San Antonio. More heavy rain is expected across a large swath of Texas on Wednesday. The forecast center said a stormy pattern will persist across the south through this week, with daily chances for severe thunderstorms and isolated hail. Heavy rain on Monday night flooded roads, parks and trails along Leon Creek on the west side of San Antonio. Throughout Tuesday morning, drivers and residents had to navigate roads, sometimes ignoring safety warnings. Anytime that it rains pretty heavily, I do see this pretty often, said Luis Neto, a construction worker biking to Rodriguez Park on his day off. I had to take the little old Highway 90 just to get to the old part, just to even come to the trail. Neto's usual route was flooded with water, debris, and wildlife. He says while this is a regular occurrence, he wishes there was more that the city of San Antonio could do to help with the high water. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people that agree because I do see people come here as well, and they take that little trail right there. That trail needs to be repaired as well, he said. In images and videos taken by local media, you can see some drivers ignoring warning signs and barricades, traveling through high waters, and even needing rescuing from first responders. Melissa Cabello Haverda, councilwoman for District 6, which covers the Leon Creek area, established a flood relief emergency fund back in 2021. Her team said she was attending a meeting with SAWS about drought conditions and will provide an update on damage done to the area. Some gauges have reported 2 to 3 inches of rain in 1 hour. Several low water crossings have already flooded. Several cars also had to be rescued from the area of Highway 281 near Thousand Oaks and Brook Hollow. Officials are warning to find alternate routes. As of 7:30 a.m., some lanes of southbound 281 were back open. Rainfall totals were as high as 8 inches in the last 48 hours in the San Antonio area and surrounding areas. A flash flood warning is in effect for Bexar, Comal, Guadalupe, and Kendall counties until 7:30 a.m. as storms and heavy rain move through the area Wednesday. Some folks up in Oklahoma walked outside to witness a strange sight this weekend. Everything looked like it had been snowed on, but it wasn't snow. It was hail, lots and lots of hail. A strong storm moved through the state late this weekend, and instead of just rain and thunder, it dropped piles of hail that stuck to the ground. Neighborhoods looked more like winter than late spring. Yards were white, streets were icy, and rooftops were completely covered. Some areas even looked like a snowstorm had hit, but it was really just frozen balls of ice left behind from the storm. According to the National Weather Service, it's not super common for this much hail to pile up, especially not in May. But the conditions were just right. Cold air high up in the sky, a lot of energy in the storm, and slow-moving clouds all work together to create this icy surprise. We had this exact same phenomenon happen here in Wichita Falls this past April. I walked out of my home and was shocked to see hundreds of thousands of tiny spheres of ice blanketing the ground. It really did look like winter in April. Meteorologist Jonathan Condor says a level 2 slight risk has been issued for western and northwestern Oklahoma. The risk zone includes the Panhandle, Woodward, Alva, Enid, Ponca City, Clinton, north of Hobart and northwest of OKC. A level 1 marginal risk also was issued for southwestern, south central, central and northeastern Oklahoma. The OKC Metro, Altus, Hobart, Lawton, west of Ardmore, Seminole, Stillwater, Tulsa and Bartlesville are part of the marginal risk zone. Meteorologist Jonathan Condor says a level 2 slight risk has been issued for western and northwestern Oklahoma. The risk zone includes the Panhandle, Woodward, Alva, Enid, Ponca City, Clinton, north of Hobart and northwest of OKC. A level 1 marginal risk also was issued for southwestern, south central, central and northeastern Oklahoma. The OKC Metro, Altus, Hobart, Lawton, west of Ardmore, Seminole, Stillwater, Tulsa and Bartlesville are part of the marginal risk zone. The storms also are expected to produce hail on Wednesday. Large hailstones are possible in northwestern Oklahoma, ranging from the size of ping pong balls to golf balls. The OKC Metro and other areas under the marginal risk zone could get quarter-sized hail. Radar predictor shows that there may be some isolated storms Wednesday afternoon, and storms will come out of Colorado and Kansas and into northwestern Oklahoma near Buffalo and Woodward around 10 p.m. Those storms will continue through western Oklahoma and move into northern Oklahoma and part of the OKC Metro by 1 a.m. Thursday.